Our next guest, he's come a long way to be here. He could have been in Tofino right now. He really wanted to be in Tofino, right? But I have some dirt on this guy. So he agreed to come and do our show. And pay us to do our show. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Ottawa, Ontario. Now be nice. Mr. Justin Trudeau. Sir, the stage is up here. We'll get you on that plane to Tofino as soon as you have paid your obligations.
Okay, let's do that. Bonjour tout le monde. It has been a resoundingly sad and troubling moment in Canadian history. Until I arrived at Yarrow Park. Because even though I'm very busy with my schedule in Ottawa, I stopped off at the bathroom here and discovered that the 3 deadbolt locks were to protect the innocent, straight white males from women predators who might accidentally enter the bathroom. These security issues are what make us Canadian. I've been to other bathrooms where they didn't have those locks. And that's not who Canadians are. We are a science-loving nation. In fact, a recent graph came out showing a 25% reduction in misogyny and white supremacy just by taking the booster. Well, that's partly because they died right away, but at least, I don't know why everybody's laughing, but at least we get to call it unknown causes, my favorite label. COVID is here to stay. We may think that the pandemic's over, but we have a lot of work to do if you ever want to get on a plane or a train again. Now, why do you think I always say plane and train together? Because they rhyme. Now, Anita Krishna over there, I don't know what cult she's from, obviously the disinformation and misinformation cult. Now, I'd use those terms very specifically. They're different in that one starts with a D and the other one starts with an M. But they are interchangeable, just like my diverse cabinet, which I'm sure puts a lot of you people at home when you're trying to put food on the table, that you know that I'm there to keep you safe, to keep Canadians safe and effective. Now, the best thing we can do is get boosted every week. And if I can get my saline injection, my booster every week, then so can you. Now, I realize some of you are booster hesitant, which reminds me of certain girls that I used to date in high school who were penile hesitant. But if you think you can put them at risk, let's say if you're walking in a national park like this and there's some other individuals within a square kilometer and you're going to put them at risk with your COVID, that's not who Canadians are. We will continue to work with traitors such as Anita Krishna, who just whistle blew on our entire nation of this great loving people of brown skin and black skin people that we love. And make sure to put some extra sunscreen on today, or you may burn or even turn black like I once did.
What?
Now, the other thing we can do, people, friends, communist lovers of this nation, we can get PCR tests every hour. And what I like about the PCR test is that it reminds me of kind of a Chinese fortune cookie communist message. Usually positive and can apply to anyone. And stop listening to quack doctors such as Rashid Butter and other people like that. By the way, I had an interesting laundry incident today. It came to my attention that my neighbor has neglected to return my dryer laundry ball. This is unacceptable. I will be instilling a crippling and brutal sanction against the people of 908. for 30 days, they will not be able to borrow any sugar, cream, or butter. It's time that these Canadians realize the infinite dignity and potential of one's laundry needs and supplies. Am I perfect? Well, I've only ever made one mistake. Last week I left the washer on whites instead of the diverse and inclusive colors. This resulted in an unsustainable use of energy and a terrible carbon footprint that you will all have to pay the price of in your future generations of pluralistic universes, no matter whom you pray to, what God you live on, how you identify. I personally identify as one spirit, two-face. But now, lately, I've been identifying more as a Chinese dictator's cat litter box. Well, I'm glad that you are all paying attention to me because I have a lot to say and it's very important. I was at the beach today and over there by the lake, Cultis Lake, and some volleyball players declined my request to participate in a game. So I closed the beach indefinitely. Perhaps they'll learn a lesson. And by the way, I'm not having the best day either because I've been trying to visit several restaurants nearby with my 19 security guards, and they're not letting me in. So, touche. You got me on that one. Now people are heckling me so much that I can't go anywhere. Well, at least I got to have fun that short time when I prevented all of you from going to restaurants. That's because you're gym hesitant and restaurant hesitant. Okay, time for some songs now. Well, by the way, do you have any questions for me since I came all the way from Ottawa? Yes, I've sent the check. It should be arriving soon.
Every week?
Yes, every week for eternity. At least wait till I'm on the road before, asking me that one again. I prefer not to talk about that. You can just, I was going to say my stepfather, Pierre, but I get teary thinking of him now. He took me to the North Pole once, and it was very emotional. My godfather, though, is Klaus Schwab, and I love him so much. He just gave me a copy of his new book, How to Talk with Smokey the Bear and Convince Him to Set Fires to Canada.
When are you going back to camp counseling?
Here's a little song that was made famous by the Mukluk people of the Mukluk region, who I often visit and I think of them. And it's called O Canada. Our home and Aboriginal Indigenous First Peoples Nations land, with true patriot love, soon all guns will be banned, with growing heart cases on the rise, and our true north gender free, from far and wide, all the truckers come in. But I'm glad for my Ottawa police. God keep our land. That's referring to me. Glorious, not free. Oh, Canada, you stand on guard for me. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for him, her, thee, they, everyone, a he, she, who, what, when, where, how, I identify over and under, into, nowhere, here, there, everywhere, these, those, heirs, ours, please fucking end this song. Merci. Merci, merci. And moving right along now. This is a song about myself. Justin Trudeau, and everywhere I go, people know the tyrant I'm playing. I drain all your finance while I jet about and prance. Ooh, what they're saying. But there will come a day, free speech will pass away. We'll arrest you promptly. There's no end to this so very dark horror show. It's unlikely you can oust me. I'm Justin Trudeau, and everywhere I go, people swear and call me names. I pay the CBC to lie and to deceive. Ooh, we're betraying. But there has come a day, I'm helping more youth pass away. Nobody seems to stop me. There's no end to this so very dark horror show. It's unlikely you can oust me, 'cause I am somebody. Je suis quelqu'un. I complete myself. Fiscal responsibility, openness, and dialogue. 'Cause I'm not sad and lonely. Je ne suis pas triste. I have friends like Klaus and Christian. Mr. Speaker. Boozly, boozly, diddly bop. Shoobity, boobity, 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 bop, bop. You cannot touch me because I own the cops. You cannot touch me because I own the cops. Yeah. Bon matin. Merci.